Hey guys, I don't have my computer fixed yet, so I'm having to shoot this with my crappy old camera again. I'm going to do my Friday night pickup video, but before I do, since my computer's not working, I know I'm not going to get a lot of videos out, and there are a couple people I wanted to help out. First of all, TheSegaStoner, I'm not going to get his, 200 subscriber, 100th video contest entry in. Not that I was really wanting to win the contest, but I wanted to help promote his channel, so go check him out. I'll put a link down below. And then also, yesterday, I watched a video from Yellkaos. He's going to be having a live stream going on Ustream, and I'll put a link to that also, whatever his latest link is. I just watched one. I'm sure that he'll put one up on Friday for you guys to watch and link to his Ustream live stream thing. So, there you go. Now, on my pickups. I am sitting outside because, well, the cat can't bother me out here. And I'm going to show you what I got. First off, my friend Court and I, and there's a lot of cars today, my friend Court and I went to lunch, and, well, I was at lunch, he was playing hooky from work, but I picked up a couple of ColecoVision games at the Goodwill, the Goodwill Outlet Store in Akron, Ohio. And the first one is Super Action Baseball, which requires the Super Action controllers, and I don't have those, so this game is pretty much worthless. But it was $1, so I don't know. I don't see ColecoVision games very often for $1, or at all for that matter, so I bought it. And then the ever-exciting Fraction Fever. Yeah, that one is going to be a winner. For $1, I suppose it's not too bad. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm hanging out on my porch with Lando. And I'm thirsty. Alright, what else we got here? I stopped at a flea market with him that same day on the way back to the store. And found a couple of Intellivision games. I asked the lady what she wanted. She gave me a very low price, so I bought some. Now, this one is one that I already have, but Court liked the cover art on it so much that he insisted that I buy it. He did the same thing with a couple of others. And he says that one day he'll get an Intellivision and then he'll take the games from me. I should have asked at the time, why don't you buy them? But I didn't. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Zaxxon. I've played this game a bunch of times before, in that you can move up and down, left and right, and you shoot stuff while you're going down a trench type thing. So, yeah, it's not a bad game. And it is complete. Next, another one that I already had, but again, he really wanted me to get it. B-17 Balmer. And I think this one's really neat because it has the old Higbee's price ticker on it. $40. Man, $40 back in, when did this come out? 83 probably. That was a lot of money back then, man. It's a lot of money now. That was a ton of money back then. Higbee's was expensive. And then he was especially fond of the artwork on this one, and I have to admit too, so even though I have one already, check that out. You got a picture of a guy running from a robot shooting another robot, and bats flying in the background, and then here is the same guy shooting at a bat while there's a giant spider sneaking up behind him. So, very cool. And then, I own 2 copies of this, but I don't remember playing this game. Shame on me for not playing this game. Or at least not remembering it anyway. And the last one that I already had, but I did not have this one boxed, is Atlantis. And I gotta say, man, the cover art on that is fantastic. I like the box itself. The iMagic games had some quality boxes. Boy, that's a loud old truck. And what I liked about this especially is the insert in here is like a plastic insert. Let's see if I can do this without dropping everything. I'll show you this first. The manual, and it is in full color. Check that out. Let me give you a better... God, everybody's on my road today. You normally hear nothing but birds, but today everybody has decided to go down my road. Very cool. And of course it came with the registration card and whatever that paper is, and a little fold-out thing that shows all the other games you can get from iMagic. I have a couple of these for my Atari games as well. And then what is really cool is this plastic thing that the games fit into. Yeah, I haven't cleaned it up yet, sorry. Just looks really nice. And then the overlays for this game are a different material than most. They're thicker, and they have this really nice matte finish on them. I don't know, I just really like the overlays for this. And they fit very nicely into that. I wish all games had come like this back then. That is just awesome. Finally, get into a couple of games that I didn't have. Mission X, and some more very cool artwork. And when I looked at the back here, it looks quite a bit like River Raid, and I really liked River Raid, so this should be a pretty good game. Well, pretty good considering how terrible the Intellivision controllers are. Although I will admit I do like them better than the ColecoVision controllers. Another game that I didn't have, Space Spartans, and it also uses the IntelliVoice voice synthesis cartridge. And this one does not look like as good a game. It looks more like a strategy type game. That should be good. What the heck is going on? Jeez, man. They must be doing construction down the road or something. That's like the 6th truck since I've been out here. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this one used the IntelliVoice. Yes, back in the day you had to have a separate attachment for your video game system to play voices. Oh, what else did we get here? Been having some problems lately with just life being expensive. I'm sorry, the camera just sort of wandering around. And so I picked up some things. Well, before I show you those, I picked up some GameCube games. I picked up NFL 2K3. I just really like the Sega Sports games, and the 2K series in particular, really good. NFL 2K3 here is for my son and I to play. He really likes the NFL 2K games, and I figured we could play this one on his Wii. Oh, I didn't clean any of these up yet, so you can see that was $3. And then these other two games I bought to resell. Like I said, some real life things have gotten expensive lately. I've had some unfortunate luck, so yeah, I'm going to sell off a bunch of stuff. And a couple of things I bought. Metroid Prime. He already has this game, so I don't feel any burning desire to keep it. It's complete. I figure I can get 10 or 15 bucks out of that. And there's another one he has. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. A really cool looking game. I have not played it yet, but he does have it. So, sell that one off. Hopefully get 10 or 15 bucks, maybe a little more out of that one, who knows. I actually don't know what these are worth. And then two more things I bought with the intention of selling. First one is a Yahtzee handheld, and Ryan right now and Classic Game Hunters swear by these things. They say that they're worth 20 bucks a pop easy. I picked it up for $1. And yeah, I gotta admit, I like playing these games. I have whiled away many an hour in the restroom on one of these games. I really wish I had cleaned this thing up before I touched it now. Gross. And finally, another LCD game, and this one is really cool. It is a Dragon Ball Z LCD game, and I don't know if you can see that. Oh, let's see here. Too much sunlight. The screen pops up because it's meant to be set on a tabletop or on your lap or something. It's a 2-player fighting game. And turn it on here. I know you can kind of see that. It won't focus. I don't have it in macro mode, but you can kind of see that the two guys fight. And I'm moving in the light where you can see a little better. Anyway, the two guys, they can kick and punch, and they can throw and dodge and all sorts of things. And then these little things are controllers. They pop out of here, but you can see here, up, throw, return, escape, start, kick button, punch. And essentially what happens is these little controllers pop out, you hold them in your hand, and when somebody hits you, your controller will actually vibrate in your hand. So it is a very complicated little LCD game. I can't seem to find any information about this online. I found a video of this thing on YouTube and a couple of pictures here and there, but no real information on it, certainly no pricing information. I've seen a couple of other Dragon Ball Z games, LCD games online, and they sell for between 20 and 50 bucks depending on what they are and what condition they're in. But yeah, I don't know. I figure this has got to be worth a little bit, because I have never seen anything quite like it before. And the battery in my camera is going to die, but before it does, I'm going to show you something else I was working on here, if the camera lasts. I have a car radio. Well, of course I have a car radio in my car. Where else would it be? But I have a radio in my car, and it's just a royal pain in the butt. It's a fancy radio, but it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, sorry, I live in my car for work, so it's a mess in here. So what I did is got into it to try and fix the antenna so I could get a couple of radio stations. That was unsuccessful. But while I was in there, I hacked into the thing, and see if I can get the glare off the screen. I hacked into the backup camera and the audio and hooked up, well, not just my Sega Dreamcast, pretty much any video game system. Where's the controller at? So I at least get some use out of this stupid car radio now. But I thought it was kind of neat. Thought somebody might like to see it. And I gotta say, really good sound for the Dreamcast comes out of this car radio. Best sound I've heard. Soul Calibur game data. There we go. Anyway, just thought I'd show you something I was working on here lately. It was, I don't know, a couple Sundays ago. I had a couple of extra minutes, and like I said, I was trying to fix the car antenna so I could actually get some radio stations in. It didn't work, but while I was in there, I figured I would try this out. Whoever it was that installed this thing just absolutely hacked the wiring up. It is a complete mess. And they actually took, it had hookups on the back for video and audio and all sorts of things, but they cut them and pushed them inside the radio itself to make room to fit it in here. So I actually had to open up the case on the radio itself to get in and actually hook some wires up. And all I did, I hooked up a regular AV cable, brought it out through my glove compartment so I can just toss everything in there when I'm done. Right now I got a Dreamcast hooked up. You can pretty much hook up anything using AV cables. So I don't know, I might put a PS2 in there because the PS2 will fit into my glove compartment. There's a little strap here, I can pin it down, and then everything will sit into the glove compartment. And the kids can watch DVDs occasionally when they ride in my car, so there you go. Thought you guys might have some interest in seeing a little project I was working on. I know that I used to do a lot more projects on in my videos, mods, modifications, yeah, that's what mods means, modifications, repairs, stuff like that. I haven't done one in a long time. I really probably should have shot a video for this, but I didn't think about it. So yeah, I figure 13 minutes is enough for you guys to watch since I can't edit it down. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I will have my computer up and running in time to do Top 3 Tuesday next week. See ya.